prodigy, a highly talented child or youth, or maybe an extraordinary, marvelous, or unusual accomplishment, deed, or event. But back in the 15th century, the definition of prodigy was strongly influenced by that of its Latin ancestor, prodigium, meaning omen or monster. So which is this new 1911 double stack by Springfield? Is the prodigy a genius, a monster, or is it both?
The Prodigy brings Springfield's years of experience building 1911s into the double stack market. They combine high impact polymer grip with a forged steel frame and slide, making it built for duty, carry, and competition. Guys, this gun is one of the best we've shot to date, and we are super excited to bring this to you.
So at launch, the Prodigy is going to come in 4 models. You have the 4 1/4 and the 5-inch, and each one of those will come with or without the Hex Dragonfly optic.
What comes in the box with the Springfield Armory Prodigy? First, you have the pistol itself. Either it's going to be the 5-inch or the 4 1/4. They'll ship in this nice soft case with their 17-round magazine. As you get into the box itself, you have this packet here. This will include your owner's manual, warranty card, and all the pertinent information about the Prodigy. Your 20-round spare magazine. Allen keys for the optic and the guide rod. Your standard pistol lock. And then either the rear sight plate if the optic is installed, or the optics plate if the rear sight plate is installed. Just like any 1911, it's got that great 1911 grip angle, and the grip on it is just got the really great combination of just smooth to the touch, but really aggressive in the hand.
It feels a lot like the Hellcat grip texture, or kind of like if you grip tape your frame, it's pretty similar to that, I think. The other thing you'll notice on the grip is they've got a really good undercut right under the trigger guard.
Yeah, and it really feels good. At first, when I first grabbed it, I was like, oh, that undercut's not enough. But once you start shooting it and getting into the hand, you know, it really does make a difference. As you go further on, you've got that extended beaver tail, Ambi safety, skeletonized trigger, skeletonized hammer. You know, they really built this into a full package gun.
Oh, 100%. And you'll notice on the slide too, it's got front and rear slide serrations. They work really, really well.
Speaking of the slide, as you notice, it's got a black Cerakote finish on it, so it's got a really durable finish on it. Not only that, but it's got a stainless steel 1/16 twist bull barrel and a 2-piece guide rod. It comes with a 17-round and 20-round magazine from the factory, but at launch you can buy 26-round magazines.
Booyah!
Which gives it a lot of firepower, especially those who are looking for competition. Now, I'm not 100% sure if these are USPSA legal, but from my understanding, they should be. And even then, if they're not, you've got 20 rounds on tap.
The fact that they have a factory option for a 26 round, you know, because a lot of times it is, if you want that kind of capacity, you're looking at getting aftermarket base plates and that kind of thing. So the fact that they're offering that from the factory is awesome.
So as we're looking at the side, the big thing is it is optics cut, right? And that's going to be the big thing for most modern pistols now. Now, Springfield did a really cool thing, and they teamed up with Agency Arms, and each plate is going to have the rear sight installed into it so that you have a clean, intuitive sight picture, and it is all going to be co-witness.
Also understand though, at launch it only comes with 1 plate, and that works with their Hex Dragonfly. That also works with the Vortex Venom and Viper, as well as the Burst Fastfire. But if you want additional plates for other optics, you can buy them separately, and they cost about $60 a piece. All right guys, and now we'll just throw it over to specs. So, John, we've been fortunate enough to review a number of different guns. So, what do you think of the Prodigy?
I really want to thank Springfield for giving us the opportunity to review both the 5-inch and the 4.5. Now, my thoughts on the gun, it is probably one of the best guns I've shot to date. And it's hard to say because we've shot a ton of great guns. And, last month it was the SAR 9. Before that was the Garrison. It's kind of hard to, rank them.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of top of the list right now because felt recoil is great. Getting back on target is great. The grip texture, that gun does not want to jump out of your hand at all during recoil,
Right.
which it shouldn't. I really like that you're able to co-witness with this because my biggest problem with most of the guns out there that have optics plate is you're losing the rear sight. And sights are battery powered and they can lose power and we lose optics and that's, so the ability to co-witness, especially with the fiber optic green, it was really easy, especially out in the sun here in Arizona, to get back on target, get really clean follow-up shots. Overall, I'm impressed with everything they've done with this gun. They really took that double stack 1911 game and kind of added their twist to it.
I totally agree, and I think that it was well overdue, for Springfield to do it, but what I appreciated about it is they did it right. On their first tryout, they really, really made a statement with this gun.
It's funny that you say it's well overdue. We've done a couple different Springfield reviews as well, and then one of the biggest comments is, where's that double stack? Where's that double stack? And when Springfield called me and was like, hey, we've got this project coming, I think you'd be really interested in it. I was like, it's about time. Come on, man.
Yeah, right?
We're super excited. When we found out, we were super excited about it. And, to me, out of the box, it looked really, really nice. But to you...
So, this was my thing, because we knew it was coming, super pumped. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. And then we got it, and I opened it up, and to be 100% honest, I opened the box, and rather than, I was kind of like, oh... This is going to sound really weird to put it this way, but it's kind of like your average looking girlfriend. Comment, feel free. Hear me out. Just hear me out, right? But once you get to know her and you realize how cool she is and how funny she is, she gets 100 times hotter. But it's true.
It is true. And that's the thing. When we took this out to the range and I'm like, Kurt, here's the 5-inch. You really like the 5-inch pistols. Go ahead and shoot it. You went from it looks plain Jane, and then you start shooting and you're like, oh,
I see what they did. Dude. Yeah. And afterward, as we've been just kind of looking at them and talking about them, it literally looks cooler to me because I understand why they did what they did.
Holy, that is flat.
So good.
Oh my.
So good.
The grip doesn't look as cool as you might see on some other guns, but it works really well.
Oh, it works super well. And it doesn't want to rotate, like I said, it doesn't want to rotate out of your hand. And the big thing for me is that undercut. It's just right. It's just
100%.
enough
100%.
to get there. It's not overly done. It's not underly done. The trigger, they're both averaging about 4 pounds. They both pull clean. The reset is very clean. And talking to people that we've handed this gun to kind of look at it and all the within our circle, they're like, that's it. Just needs a little bit of work on that trigger, just enough, and it'll be up there with some of the bigger names. It'll be there.
Yep.
And there's reasons why they did what they did, because they are taking a huge swing at this double stack 1911 market and the price point. This is what everybody's asking. What's the price point of this gun? You're looking at $14.99 without the optic. $16.99 with the optic. My guess, street price without the optic, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,300. Kurt, they hit a home run, and the biggest question we always ask: are you a buyer? So for me, no, yes. I want the 4 1/4. I really like that 4 1/4 inch barrel. I'm not a big fan of 5-inch barrel 1911s, even though I really love the Garrison. I just like the look of the 4 1/4. So, yes, I'm a buyer.
For me, yes. Honestly, I do. I enjoy shooting the 5-inch more. It's an easier gun to shoot, and it does. And you'll see in the footage that it shoots so flat. The 4 1/4 is still great. It's a great option. But again, I kind of feel like, you know what? If I'm gonna get a double stack, I like the 5-inch. And again, if we're looking at things for competition or any other applications like that, I would probably lean more that way. There are some things on this that I will definitely change. The rear sight, I wish it was a little bit wider. Again, but I understand because they're hitting this price point why they did some of the things they did. You know, I wish that you could get a little bit, you know, more of a flared mag well. But again, I think that I'm going to guess that from Springfield, they're going to be working on some of those things, or that aftermarket, you know, is going to build up to fill some of those needs. And again, it is. This is just kind of the start. And the fact that you can get this much gun at that starting price point is unheard of.
Well, I think really, and talking to Springfield, this is something for more is going to come of this. This is going to become its own independent line. And there's so many more things. And they really took the input of their consumers and us and things like that to heart when they brought these out. And if you watch, you know, Springfield is putting out a video here really soon. And if it's not here at launch, this gun went 10,000 rounds.
Yep.
And we supplied the ammo to them for that 10,000 round test, so we really are happy with that partnership. The gun went 10,000 rounds with no malfunction.
Right.
And we sat there the whole test period, and that was over the course of a month or so. And we were like, okay, well, they're giving us updates, and they're giving us updates. And we're like, oh yeah, that makes it, you know, it makes it reliable. It makes, there's no parts failures in that 10,000 rounds. And the really big thing that they're pushing with this is that it's a forged frame and slide. So that means that the forgings are going to hold up longer than most other parts.
Right.
Now, the reason why I like the 4 1/4 over the 5-inch, I feel like the 4 1/4 is more versatile. I feel like it's more of like, I can use it for carry, I can use it for competition. Would I rather have the 5-inch for competition? Yes. But I feel like that's more versatile to me, especially coming from the factory that you've got a 17 and a 20 round mag right in the box when you buy it. I mean, this is a no-brainer to me, especially at the price point. At $14.99, there's nobody else touching it. It's there, and if you're looking to get into that double-stack 1911 game, and yes, we know what the name of it is, we just can't say it due to trademark issues, you know, this is the one, but this is the one to get into.
Absolutely.
Right? You know, if I'm looking to get that market, I'm at a price point where if I want to upgrade this over time, if I want to look at something different, which is going to be hard pressed to look at something different, I can. And if you can't hear it, I'm super excited about this and really excited for the future of this lineup from Springfield.
Springfield's really going to make some waves with the Prodigy. At this price point, you're getting 80 to 85% of the way there, and I understand it. You know, if you're looking at some of the other ones, you're buying a lot of name, which is fair, because you know what, they worked hard to build up and have that, you know, that pedigree. And a lot of times you're buying custom craftsmanship, and on some of these, really, it's almost kind of a work of art.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? What you're getting with the Prodigy is a lot of the same feature and functionality and finish in a production gun at a production price. You know, that extra 10 to 15%, let's be honest, a lot of us don't see it. We can't shoot at a level where you're really going to see it. You know, if you get to a place where it's a competition level gun, you know, you're playing in a different game, you know?
Oh yeah, you're looking at a Corvette versus a Porsche versus a Lamborghini. So, remember that for later. Now, we really love it. If you can't tell, we really love it.
Yeah.
We love it enough that we asked a favor of our friends over at Springfield. And that favor was, can we give 2 away? So, we're happy to announce we're giving 2 of these away. We're giving away a 4 1/4 and a 5-inch Prodigy. To enter, go to our website. You'll see the little entry thing. There also will be a link in our link tree down here in the description. And to get extra entries, the secret code is going to be 1911DS. And we really want to thank our friends over at Springfield for giving us the opportunity to do this. So again, that code is going to be 1911DS. For that, you're going to be able to get, one of you is going to win a 5-inch, and one of you is going to win a 4 1/4.
Guys, get in on this while you can.
Yeah, because this you're looking at not only that, but on top of that, we're going to throw 1,000 rounds at each of you. So now you got the gun and 1,000 rounds to run it through.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think in the comments. Have an awesome day.